supporting the USC Trojans. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the Virginia Tech Hokies taking on the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Trojans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Wow, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollack. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump people.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Finds a man on the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
The Hokies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. 3rd down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up, play aggressive, try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the 4th down.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. First points of the day are on the board.
I love the aggressiveness early by this offense. 4th and goal, no problem. Putting the drive together, staying aggressive, and they get rewarded.
I like just paying the drive off, too, because it's the opening drive of the game. You've marched it down the field. You want to come away with a touchdown, right? And maybe the decision-making there for the coaches, listen, even if we don't get it, our defense is out in good field position. There's a lot of football left to go. We can make up for it later. I love the aggressive play call.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. Big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quick release by the QB. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Wants to throw again. Gets it out fast. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
The Trojans will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A low line drive and short kick. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Offense in a bunch formation. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Safe completion on the screen. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Running back searching for a hole. He has the first and still on his feet. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Overton. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Unloads quickly. He breaks a tackle. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Overton. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up 14 over San Diego State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the ground. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And wings it incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wormley. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to run, it's Wormley. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Might be changing the route. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff from the gun. Looking for room at the 30. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Try to go draw, but just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and the offense has a negative point.
And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This is a free safety that not only can play in the middle of the field to play center field, but he can lock up man-to-man as well with great coverage. You saw that.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Floating away. On a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He'll start this drive going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He might want another play. He'll throw on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense.
Stands. Lock, trumpet. Ready up. Snare. Ready.
From the gun. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Come on, Shaq. Run.
Quarterback may change this route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. This time he's got it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Bringing the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern.
Okay, great. Okay, ready?
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hokies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And the Trojans come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll try to power their way ahead. Oh, he's got some space. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Trojans with the 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Okay, break.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks.
22 water. 22 water. Break.
To the air on 2nd down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Looking to throw again. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Wormley.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Ready, ready. Ready up. To the line, to the left.
Wants to go up top. Got the quick pass. There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the 2nd half.
And the Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Press, press, press.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up by 35 over San Diego State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Now watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, USC.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Hold it, finds his man on the left. At the 40, there he goes. They get him out of bounds. yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he wants it all. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down, we'll open up the final period. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quick release on the RPO. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains because of his ability after the catch. It's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Wormley.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. The quick out. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Wormley. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you what, really good job by the defense, having vision on the quarterback. And as soon as he threw that football, man, they broke on the football right away, didn't waste time, and got the running back on the ground for no gain.
The Trojans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, it's Wormley. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. The give and tick, 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 tick. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead. You've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Just a hair too much on it for this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Backed up in their own end, maybe a quick hitter. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There is plenty of time here, David, to finish this thing off. They just need to execute wisely.
Plenty of time. I got to understand a field goal is not the worst thing in the world. Let's be smart here.
Intercepted deep in his own end. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.